We're very well tied with financial institutions that we've been serving almost 20 years now. So there's a strong level of trust, and it's very hard to sort of control the directions that the banks entrust us in doing. I mean, definitely there are cases where we simply say no, but in a lot of tangent spaces where the bank says, can you help us with this area? Can we link this to your solution, or can you provide us with a greater visibility, say, when we're looking at AI or blockchain? We're working actively, we've been partnering actively with banks to really address their solutions and their needs as they go forward.
My role is born out of the strategic shift for Deutsche to focus on digital development and digital acceleration. So I sit firmly between the Chief Digital Office, which looks at high-level strategic concepts, and our existing business products, which runs our legacy platforms. By having a foot in both camps, I'm actually able to look at the problems that we're trying to address, the market problems we're trying to solve for, the market opportunities we want to capitalize on. I look at the big strategic visionary pieces that are coming down the pike, and I try to take those and distill those down into something very specific, very tightly defined, very tangible, that we can actually execute, we can implement, and we can start to productize.
We're moving increasingly to a greater strategic role with the financial institutions. And I think this is one also of the changing nature of the environment, is banks are increasingly willing to work strategically with fintechs, right? Banking IT departments, with all due respect, are not necessarily sufficiently funded or well geared to address requirements from a greater industry perspective. So it's much more efficient for a fintech player who's well embedded with financial institutions on a global basis to address these requirements. And for us, we're happy to be playing that role, and it's exhibited itself pretty much globally now. So our portfolio is growing, and I love the dynamism within the organization, within the solutions we're providing, within the services that the banks are asking us to provide.
It's about actually challenging whether the implementation of something radically new can actually lead to a complete change in the way that we do something. That creates new revenue opportunity, it creates new business model opportunity, creates operating efficiencies. The types of things that we're looking at run the full gamut. In my portfolio, I have everything from distributed ledger opportunities that we're doing proof of concepts on, to artificial intelligence, to applications that are based on API development. So it's a very, very exciting time to be doing what I'm doing, and I would actually argue that I probably have the most interesting and most fun jobs in the bank, because I have the opportunity to kind of look forward and put my fingerprints, right, very directly in the direction that we're going to take over the next 3 to 5 years.